Yes, team. Today we're going to go ahead and design one graphic within 10 minutes and one graphic within 1 hour. Realistically, how much of a difference does this create for you, and how can you implement it within your brand strategy? Are you looking towards focusing more on design and less on marketing, or focusing more time on the marketing and less time on design? We're going to be doing this all in today's sponsor, which is Kittle. Our friends and family over there have challenged me to this project. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get locked in. It's 10 minutes. 10 minutes has started now. 10 minutes and 40 seconds. Let's go ahead and get, not 10 minutes, but 9 minutes and 40 seconds now. So let's go ahead and go and press our t-shirt. Let's go ahead and press create. So brand name, I'm just going to put the brand name as no name, just so we have some sort of, time left. And I don't want to spend time thinking about a name. So let's just go no name. Lovely. And now the target range for this design is going to be 18 to 25-year-old males who are into that luxury, minimalist, design language. Our reference brands, we can think of things like Cole Buxton, Represent Chloe, any motivational brand from the past 5 years has a sort of t-shirt like this because it just works really well. For the font, I like Brookfield actually. That might be a good font. Brookfield. I really like Brookfield. That looks really nice. Because I want it to be just a bit different. So like having a heavy blocky like sans serif style font is really good. The first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and make a duplicate of that. And now we need bytext. I think a good bytext would be like building in peace, something around that. So, or maybe build in peace. I think build in peace is a little bit more simple and it works a bit better. We need a script font because I think the two just mash well together. I like this. What are these fonts called? Run Curse. I'm not even gonna try. What's this one? Now, if you guys wanted to be a bit more creative or wanted to just learn design in general, Kittle is an amazing platform because all you really need is an internet connection and a stable device to get started designing today. If you click the link in the bio, it helps the channel out, and I recommend going with the Pro plan because it allows you to create a lot of crazy things with Kittle. And with constant updates, Kittle just consistently gets better. So if you want to start learning today, make sure you click that link in my bio and let's go ahead and get started. Brookfield is easy. Run Kusk, I don't know. Let's go ahead and just drop this kerning down. So -100. Or this letter spacing. And I think I'll do the same for the Brookfield text as well. So -100. How much minutes do we have left? We got 7 minutes left. Oh my gosh, 7 minutes goes by quickly. Okay, we need to make a sort of front logo because this is going to be the back design. Let's make a front logo. So let's get like an N and from the same font. And let's make some sort of like crest emblem design. So let's right click and create outline. And if you guys didn't know, Kittle has introduced the ability to actually edit vectors now, which is absolutely insane. Considering we can make our own logos and them being vectorized now, just puts Kittle a little bit higher on the graphic design totem pole, honestly. Let's create outline of the O as well. And let's just like hold shift. If you hold shift, you can warp your actual type. So hold shift as we're getting that O. And maybe let's just drag out holding shift the N a bit so it's a little bit more thick. And let's like align it, maybe center aligned, and make like a duplicate of it, like around here. And then just flip horizontally so it's like facing in, almost like it's creating a pillar. So it ties back into that name of building in peace. I just made that up, but that is hard. Let's see if it's, you know what? Let's go ahead and grab these two. And as long as they're aligned, we can go ahead and group them and then select everything and then align everything to the center. So we know the O is in the middle. I really like that. Just for the sake of safety, always make a duplicate of like your design. And then I'm going to go ahead and use a shape builder to make it all one shape. And now this is one shape. Essentially, we could even add more like effects to this. Maybe add a design here somewhere, like, something that's a bit more abstract. But for the sake of this video, I'm not really going to do too much with it. For the no name and the build in peace, this emblem is looking pretty good. So with this emblem, let's go ahead and just add a motif, something like a star, a flower. I think a star is the most common one. They just work really well. And holding shift, I'm just going to squeeze that star in. And let's go ahead and make it a bit smaller around there. You know what? Let's check out if we've like deleted it. I don't really like that. What if we made it larger and then did that? No, I don't like that. What if we add a circle in the middle of this to cover that O area, and then we build that as a shape, and then use the star as the circle, as a cutout for the circle around here. Let's make sure it's all aligned properly using the alignment tools, and then cut that out. You know what? I think I like that. But what if we make the star a lot larger? How much minutes do we have left? Probably got like 5 minutes left. I'm not even checking. 3 minutes. We got 3 minutes left. Like that. Perfect. We're gonna run with that. And with this no name text, let's go ahead and right click and create outline. And let's go ahead and just make this one shape as well. And just, you know, make it thicker by holding shift and dragging it down so it matches our logo. And let's just create outline of our built-in piece text. Make sure you duplicate always in case you want to go back, create outline, make that one shape. And let's grab this font, drag it down a bit, and then let's hold shift so we can go ahead and add I forgot what the technical term is but tilting the font like around here. And let's go ahead and add a border real quick. Nothing too crazy. And maybe add like white into the text. Let me drop down that border weight a bit more. And then that could be like the back design. Let's add some more text. Ooh, something basic. What's a basic font? Like this. Let's go BU. Maybe a font BU. And then O2, like my birth. Let's go into sans serif. Let's grab a really blocky font. Basement. I love basement. And let's go ahead and drop this a bit more. A little bit more by text, but just small. Let's group this. And let's make sure this is all aligned. How much minutes we have left? We've got 1 minute left. I don't like BU. Maybe establish 2002. We got 1 minute left. How much? We got 45 seconds left. With the last 45 seconds, I think the design is done. We got the front graphic, we have a back graphic, and let's just go ahead and mock it up real quick. The design's finished. Let me just find the white t-shirts, front and back. Let's drag it down. Oh, that's the back. Set this one to the back. Drag it down. Oh, and we're done. I really like how this design turned out actually. For 10 minutes, this is a solid design and brand identity, especially for 10 minutes. We did everything so quickly because I feel like this is like the perfect staple piece. If I were to change anything, I think I would spend a little more time customizing this. I feel like spending a few more minutes and, you know, some more time finding a better motif that works with the brand identity. Again, I said that the two ends were two pillars holding up a building and you being the star in the middle. So building in peace, you know, you could tie that all within the brand identity / research when you go into marketing. But overall, I like it. I give this one a solid 8 out of 10. This is a great design, especially for 10 minutes. We got a whole hour. So within the hour, I feel like I'm going to use some image generations. So for this one, I think I'm going to use like a, what are they called? Cherubims? Bro, I am stressing. I have 1 hour. Cherubim isolated on white background. So I'm just going to use this reference that I added in and then just generate image. And for those that don't know, I'm using Flex 1.1 Pro because it is dramatically better at generating than the other one that Kittle has. And I feel like it's, you know, like top 3 AI image generations that I've used. And this design came out damn near perfect. What in the world? And you know what's cool? I love Kittle because they have a bunch of like other generations from like people and stuff like that you're free to use within your graphic. I have this one of like, if you were into that trap money aesthetic. That's funny. I like that. I like that. It's very interesting. I like it. Anyway, so I like the one that we just generated, but a bunch just popped up, which is crazy. I like this one. This one's sick. This is actually pretty insane. And with the image that we have here, I'm just going to go ahead and vectorize it. I'm going to do 2 colors just so we have our white, which is going to be our fill. And then we're gonna have our, oh, you know what I should have done first? I definitely, did it do it for me? Center back. Oh, it did it for me. I was saying I should have removed the background first, but because the background was white anyway, it removed it for me, which is perfect. I need a cool font, a live winner. Let's go ahead and go into transform. And let's just go ahead and add an arch to it. Nothing too crazy. And I feel like I might remove the kerning again. So 100, maybe 130%. I feel like for the color, I'm going to do like a red base. So everything's gonna be red. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be printed on black t-shirt. I don't know what color though. Ooh, this is hard. Do I do like a red or do I do like something else? I like that. Maybe like a light blue. And then we just grab this one from, let's go ahead and add a border to this. Same color. Ooh, I just inverted those two colors and that looks insane. Let's actually drop this border away a lot more. Let's add some like doves. So let's go back to Kittle AI. We got 48 minutes left. Ooh, that is fire. I tried a few others, but I feel like this one is going to be the one that I use anyway. So I just wasted like 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and vectorize it. One color. Let's go ahead and change it into a color. Now, Kittle has the ability to edit vectors. So I can go ahead and just delete this third mystery wing. I really love the ability to edit vectors, especially in a program that's web-based. Like, I don't think you guys understand how crazy Kittle has gotten ever since I started working with them. Let's go ahead and send this to the back. Let's make it smaller. Let's make this one here. Let's add this one here. Let's add this one here. I'm gonna go ahead and use the pen tool to draw in some like leaves. Let's add color to our custom vector. Now, if you guys know, if you double click your anchor point, it either makes it a curvature or it makes it a straight anchor point, which is really cool. Actually, I really like that feature. I'm just gonna put this around the graphic. Like that. That looks so clean. No name. Let's add the same exact text. Build in piece. Add in our by text. I like the Beat Street font, but I feel like we've used it a lot. What's this one? Brown dog. That's pretty fire. I'm not even gonna make a duplicate. I'm just gonna go ahead and start editing this. Let's create outline. And let's warp it. Let's add some more text. A headline. Let's go to sans serif and let's find another font. Anton. I like that. Let's make it all caps. So I'm adding like a by text on top. Just add some visual interest to the no name, because there's a lot of heaviness going down here and we want to balance it out. So I'm using this luxurious script, no name. Let's turn off the arc. Actually, no, let's keep it. And let's change it to a white real quick, just to see what it looks like. Okay, let's go into text shading, grab the third one. Let's add a bit of an outline around here. I like that. That's perfect. I like how that's all turning out. Let's select it all. Let's group that. Let's go into effects. How many? We've got 30 minutes left. We've got a lot of time. As he says, as he starts rushing. Let's go into textures real quick. Photocopy textures. Photocopy textures is just a cheat code though, because you can't really go wrong with like a photocopy texture. It just works. Like this one right here, just on soft light. I feel like it just works really well. Add a new artboard and we're gonna work on the logo. Now I'm gonna do a custom logo. So you know what? Let's scrap that. Let's use this as a template. So what I'm doing here is basically I'm using the pen tool to create a custom star, because in the beginning I was going to make a custom design anyway, and I had gone through about 15 minutes of ideation that I just didn't like. Ideation meaning concepts that I just scrapped anyway. So I just made this one completely from ground up using the pen tool, the new pen tool in Kittle. Oh. Oh. That looks insane. Look, all you gotta have is a little bit of patience and playing around with shapes, because that is crazy. I love that. That's fire. But I want to shorten these. That's crazy. I love that. We don't really need this anymore. It makes an S, and that wasn't what we were going for, but I really like it. Let's space it out a bit more. How much minutes do we have left? We have 6 minutes and 57 seconds. That's fine. So now that we have our logos complete, let's add a little text. It says no name, nothing crazy. Anton, -130. Check the glyphs. We need a registered trademark. So we got the typeface, and then we got a symbol here. Let's go ahead and bring it all together within the last 4 minutes to make our mock-ups. Find our mock-ups. Where's our uploads? Now, if you guys didn't know, if you guys want these mock-ups, they're on my Kindle. I've posted them before with different designs on them and stuff like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and download the project. Once we remove the background, make sure the background's removed. And let's optimize quality. And let's go ahead and download that. And let's upload the download and bring to front. And let's grab our design. Last thing we have to do. It's all done. The hour's finished. Bring to front. What would I do if I could change this design? So this one, I actually like it. It's a solid graphic. The back design is perfect. The only thing I would change really is this type for the no name. I mean, it's fine how it is, but if I could add a blur and make the stars a blur as well, and then vectorize those, I think that would be extremely sick, because it would add a little bit of, grunge texture to the actual names. For me personally, I don't really like super clean graphics, even though this star design is absolutely fire. I don't like super clean graphics, believe it or not. I like my graphics very dirty because it just sits well. But yeah, that's it. 10-minute design, 1 hour design. What do you guys think? Which one's better? And if you haven't already, make sure to click the link in my bio. Get started with Kindle today, so you can start designing like this. And Kindle's getting better every single day, so why not?